Hello guys, Absolute Duelist here, coming at you with another One Piece Locals here, and in today's Locals video, we are against a Big Mom deck. Okay, so Big Mom is one of those decks that you don't actually see too often. We have seen her top a couple of events, but we haven't really seen her recently, so it's going to be interesting to see how this game is going to go, because obviously Big Mom, she is technically the weaker yellow leader in comparison to Katakuri, but she does have access to everything that yellow has access to. It has access to the 10-drop Big Mom, she has access to the Yamato, she has access to pretty much anything a yellow deck could have access to. So we're going to see how this game's going to go, see how the match will play out, and let's go ahead and see. So we've gone ahead and done our mulligans. I got one Don, had no play, and just straight up passed. He goes ahead and plays one and plays that pudding. Wish I could see Perona at least, guys. Like, honestly, I'm playing it in the build, but I didn't see it once. But we're going to go ahead and get our 2 Don here after he passes turn. We swing for 5. Is he going to counter out? Maybe not on the first swing, but he does choose to take it, and he hits that trigger Sanji, discarding a Capone Beijing. Alta, nice. And we also played a Sentomaru and passed, so he's in a very good situation. He swings 5. We go ahead and hit the Red Rock, though. He can't complain about me getting the Red Rock, because he got the Sanji trigger, man. Am I right, guys? So he does get hit, loses the Sanji blocker. Looks like he's going to rest the 4, though, to potentially play another character, maybe a Cracker, could also be a Perispero, but he's gonna play another Sanji. Okay, so we get 2, we're on 5 now, potentially gonna put 1 onto the Sentomaru. We swing 5 into life. He does choose to take this one as well. So this is pretty much how Big Mom plays as well, guys, if you haven't noticed. They want to be in the free life ratio because of the leader's ability literally says you put 2 Don on it, and if you have 3 or less life, you can add a card from your life to your hand, and then you add 1 if it's got 2 Don regardless. But if it's got 3 or less life, you can put 1 back. So if you got 5 life, you won't be able to put 1 back. If you got 4, you can't. But if you got 3, you add it back. You got 2, you put it back, you're on 3. So it's pretty good leader, right? It's got the ability to manipulate your life with your hand. If you've got great triggers in your hand, you can go ahead and put them on the top. It's just very, very strong. But he does choose to swing 7 into my life. I chose to take it, like keeping 2 Don up, and he goes ahead and plays a Cracker with the 4 Don that's left. We go up to 7 Don here. Looks like we probably will use the Sentomaru ability, I'd assume. Like, there's no reason not to use Sentomaru's ability here. Like, it'll give us the ability to play a blocker from the deck, but we're going to swing 5, and he had a Thunderbolt. Okay, for our Sentomaru. Very, very annoying for us. I probably should have used the Sentomaru first there. I feel like that was a bit of a misplay on my end. Like, knowing that he did stack his trigger, it was just like, yeah, it was probably going to be a Thunderbolt, so I did choose to take it out. And we discard 2 Dragon Twisters as well. I had 2 Don up. Why didn't I use the Dragon Twister? Oh god, that's another big misplay on my part. I could have gotten rid of the pudding on his board. Like, he would be, well, I would be a life up. Like, some big mistakes on my end, guys. But we did play the Sogyo King. We got rid of the Cracker that he had on board. So we're in a okay position, but not the best position, right? So let's go ahead and see what we're going to do. It is the yellow Big Mom player's turn now. He goes ahead and swings 5 into my life. We just choose to counter for 1. So he's on his 8 Don turn, so he's probably going to play something like a Katakuri. But he's splitting out his Don into 2 4s. Potentially going to use them for something else. And it looks like he is just going to use all of them. Probably playing the 8-drop Katakuri. It would make the most sense. He's also debating if he wants to swing into Sanji. He does choose to swing the Sanji, trying to hit me down to that 1 life, but we do choose to drop the 2k counter to prevent that going up to 7. So, is he going to use what? I would full on guess he's using like, yeah, he's going to play the Katakuri. He puts the Sogyo King straight to the bottom of my life, so that's a bit annoying, but we're fine on this action right now. But we are up to 9 Don. Now, sadly, our 9 Don turn isn't great here, because yes, we could play something like the 9-drop Mihawk here, but it can't get rid of that Katakuri, because it can only get rid of 7 costs or less. So, what would our play here be? Like, we've got 9 Don. We could potentially use a Red Rock to get rid of the Katakuri. We could potentially... Oh, it looks like we're going to rest free to play a Doflamingo. Looking at the top 5. Okay. Didn't want any of the cards, though, so put it straight to the bottom. Alright. We're going to swing 5 into life. Okay. Okay, so we swing 5 into his life. He does choose to counter out of that. I can't see what he traded with, though. So we swing 6 into life as well. Probably going to counter it again. Or did we swing into the Sanji? It looks like we might have swung into the Sanji, just cause to get rid of it, but he does choose to counter. It looks like he dropped in Armande for that one, but we play another Sentomaru, resting 2, putting a Don on it, and then we're going to probably play a blocker, I would assume. Like, the blocker seems good here just because of it stops us from getting hit, but we could also play the 6k Pacifista for additional swings. Like, having big characters is not a bad idea. So what would be the better option here? It looks like we choose to play the Pacifista here, the 6k vanilla. Like, it does seem to be the most sensical here, just to go ahead and play it, because it's a big swing next turn. We do have the Doflamingo blocker on board. Like, we want to have those big bodies, but he's going to go ahead and swing 8 into the Pacifista. We choose to block it. Don't want him getting rid of that Pacifista just yet. And also, if he does want to play the 10-drop Big Mom, it does good for us. But he's going to swing 7, and we go ahead and choose to counter for 2. And he did also stack his life again. So it isn't great for us in that situation. So let's see what we're going to do. He's going to swing 6 with the Sanji, though. We're going to go ahead and counter for 1 with the Sogyo King. Okay. And he's got a couple of life left. He's going to go ahead and swing into the Pacifista again, that pudding. We could have gone rid of that pudding ages ago, but because we didn't, it gave him the ability to swing with it, which is unfortunate. But he does play a Brulee as well, hopefully to protect his own life. So we're going to draw for turn. We only have a couple of cards in hand. Probably going to go straight swing 5 into life here, I would assume. Trying to clear out that life. And he did stack the life, so it's an interesting conundrum and outcome that could come from this. So we're going to go ahead and swing 7 into his life, hopefully using the Brulee or taking it to go ahead and hit us again. Like, if this is another Thunderbolt, what would he remove though? Would he remove the Sentomaru just to stop me from getting that consistency? Or would he remove a Pacifista? But he does get another Thunderbolt, and he does choose to remove the Sentomaru. So it gets rid of the Sentomaru, means that he's in a much better situation as well for his next turn. Okay, but what are we going to do next? So we go ahead and put 1 onto the Pacifista, swing 7 again, probably into life. He does choose to counter out that though. And then we'll probably put another Don onto the Pacifista, I'd assume. Like, we've got 7 left. We could also play a Sogyo King, I guess, to go ahead and return some stuff. We're going to rest 4 to play the blocker Pacifista though, returning 4 to return the Brulee to his hand. And then we put 3 onto the Pacifista and swinging into life, I think. And yeah, so we've put him onto 0 life. So that means the Big Mom ability can't stack his life anymore. That's very good for us. Like, if he has something to gain a life back though, like a Yamato or a 10-drop Big Mom, it is a bit of a sticky situation. But I think because we've got the board state we're in right now, we should be somewhat fine. Like, I don't think we're in a bad situation, and him being on 0 life, that is very bad for him. So does he want to play the blocker Brulee? It looks like he's debating on splitting up his Don to potentially play that Brulee. So he puts 5 down. There's, like, unless he's playing a Randolph, there's not really a point to put the 5 down. So what's his mindset right now? Play tons of blockers to survive the turn, to go ahead and try and get through your life. Play a 10-drop Big Mom, get you a potential top card. Like, what is the end goal here? Like, hell, even playing a Katakuri, putting the Sanji on top, isn't bad here, because then he could also put 2 on the Big Mom, potentially put something better in his life. But he's going to go ahead and swing 7 into my life. Okay. Oh no, swing 7 into the Pacifista. So we just straight 2k. We want to keep the Pacifista here. Okay. And it looks like he's splitting up the Don again, potentially going to play that 8-drop. But no, he's going to go ahead and put the 4 onto the pudding, swings into the Pacifista. And he has 4 Don left with quite a large hand. It looks like he has maybe 4 or 5 cards in that hand right now. So it's going to be very tight. So he goes ahead and rests 3 to replay the Brulee. Most likely keeping that Sanji up as well. But we do have at least 2 decent-sized swings. So let's see what we can do. Like, we're on to 8 Don as well, so we could just go ahead and go for a 7. No, we're going to go ahead and swing 9 straight into life. So we're probably going 9-9. 9 into the light leader. He blocks with 1. And then we go ahead and use the leader ability to go ahead and return the blocker. Then we swing 9 again, and yeah, his hand does not have enough counter in it. He did have the 10 drops, but he has exactly 4k counter, which means that he does not have enough to survive. But yeah, guys, that is the end of that game. Like, honestly, it was an interesting one. Seeing the life manipulation, obviously I did make a couple of misplays as well there, not using the Dragon Twister, not even using my Sentomaru when I should have used it to potentially get another Pacifista out. Like, there were misplays that I made there that did put me in a worse situation, but we were able to clinch it out in the end there and get his life down to 0 with that 9k swing, and then just stop him from regaining life. It put us in a very good position, and we were able to get his in the end. But guys, I hope you did enjoy that match. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Absolute Duel is signing out, and I'll see you guys in the finals of this locals. Later, guys.